Hello YouTubers, this is Cessnaace and this is another unpacking video. Now this morning I was preparing to shoot a video concerning a LaserDisc player. Over the weekend I picked up my 5th working LaserDisc player and I was going to show it. But the doorbell rang and I went to the door and the postman had left me 2 packages. One contains 5 Sega Master System games that I purchased from Game Over's website. And the other is a LaserDisc, and I'll show it last. Now, the first game I'm going to show you in here, there's really no explanation as to why this game is as rare to find out in the wild as it is, and the fact that it's normally expensive when it is found. The game was a common release back in the day, and the game is notoriously bad. Now, somewhere I have a copy of this game. I had pulled it when I did my video of Sega Master System games. I had them all stacked up in tall towers. And since I did that video, I have not been able to find that game. Now, don't really know why this game is hard to find, unless fans of the television series it's based on are hoarding it, or maybe people are playing it and get disgusted with how bad it is and toss it. I don't know. But go into Game Over, the store we usually go into. They have a cabinet with a glass door on it, and it has a sign on it that reads, "For the serious collector only." And in there, they put their pricey items, their XI, their Vectrex, their PC Engine, that sort of thing. And in that cabinet, I saw this game. $39 for Elf. Now, this game was only released in North America and Brazil. It was not released in Europe, nor was it released in Japan. Now, you would think for $39 they would have its sweet little winky intact, but it doesn't. This is a fairly early release for the Master System in North America. This is from the time when Sega had sold the distribution rights in North America to Tonka, and this game was distributed by Tonka. Sega from Tonka. However, Sega got fed up with the way Tonka wasn't marketing the Master System, and they bought back the rights. So later releases were distributed by Sega. $39 and no manual. There's the cartridge, which is in fairly good shape. Next up is a game that was not released in North America. It was released in Europe, and it was ported to the Sega SG-1000 in Japan. Now, it appeared on several systems. It was ported to the Spectrum, it was ported to Amstrad, it was ported to the Commodore 64. This has examples, but it was usually ported and published under a different title than this. This is a card game, Night Panic. Has its wee little winky intact up here. And a giveaway on its European status is that the synopsis of the game is written on the back in several languages. North American releases only had the description of the game in English. Now, includes a nice manual, and the card is even in its protective sleeve, which is a good thing because without the protective sleeve, the card would jostle around inside. If you do this, but anyway, this game shouldn't be hard to find. It was released in North America for the Master System. It was released in Japan. It was released in Europe, and it was released in Brazil. Lord of the Sword. Has its wee little winky up here. It's from the Tonka era. As you can see, it says Sega from Tonka down there. No manual, just the cartridge. In fairly decent shape. Okay, this is a port of a Japanese arcade game, which I believe had a different name. Anyway, the game is Dead Angle. I like the artwork there. Has its wee little winky. It has the manual. And cartridge. The one downside to this copy, someone went and obliterated the barcode. I don't know why. I don't think it was game over because the other releases aren't like that. Someone along the line did that. Okay, finally, for this package, Cloud Master. Can't remember if I mentioned it, but I have 4 more games for the Master System that should be hitting my mailbox shortly. Ordered them from the NES dump. This is obviously after Sega had bought back the distribution rights in North America for the Master System. Cartridge, which has some issues on the label, but other than that, it's okay. Nice snappy case. Okay, as I've mentioned in previous videos, the first home video label in the world was Magnetic Video. They began licensing and then releasing movies and other programs on Betamax and VHS in 1977. The first LaserDisc company was MCA Discovision, which was a partnership between MCA, Music Corporation of America, then parent company to Universal Studios, and Philips of the Netherlands. They had both been developing a optical disc format, and by 1972 they had joined forces, combining the best of both formats and coming up with just the one. Now, sometime around 1980, Magnetic Video was bought by 20th Century Fox, because Magnetic Video was by then the largest label in the country, and they had licensed a large number of titles from just about every studio, including Fox, but also Disney and MGM and United Artists and ITC in England, just a bunch of companies. Around 1981, they began releasing titles on the Magnetic Video label on LaserDisc, such as this one, All That Jazz. Still has its shrink wrap, but it's been opened. and logos for both Fox and Columbia Pictures. I checked out the LaserDisc database, and the catalog reference number that's assigned to this title, 1095-80, was also used by Fox on a subsequent re-release on LaserDisc of this title on the CBS Fox label. Now, neither it nor this release have any reported cases of laser rot. However, there was a later release that is widescreen and all that good stuff that has one case reported of laser rot on the database. It was manufactured by Sony's U.S. plant, which is no surprise that there might be problems. As is typical with a Fox LaserDisc release, there is a strip of stills at the top, running left to right. It's carried over to the CBS Fox label and Fox Video and so forth. So, as I mentioned, I've got several other packages coming. LaserDisc, DVDs, and more Sega Master System games. Also have a ton of books, manga, graphic novels, and other things to show. So, a lot more videos to come. And until next time, stay awesome.